Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today I'm going to be doing a contest entry into Rob Walker's 100 subscribers contest. So firstly I just want to say a big congratulations and well done to Rob for reaching that milestone, 100 very well earned, well deserved subscribers. He's got a great channel, he always shows some really interesting great music. He's got a fantastic music taste, he's into Paul Weller, the Smiths, New Order, anything that's good, Rob generally really likes. So yeah, for his 100 subscribers contest, he's asked on the face of it quite a sort of basic question. It's basically 5 albums which you haven't shown in the viral community before. Unfortunately though, this does leave me with a little bit of a problem, because I've been doing these videos for about 5 years now, and every couple of months I'll do a vinyl update video where I show all of the new items which I've purchased. So probably in those 5 years I probably have shown every single one of these records at least once in those vinyl update videos. But only a couple of weeks back I did go record shopping, so I've got 5 albums here which I've not shown on my channel yet. So this will be a sort of a mini vinyl update kind of thing. These five fit Rob's criteria for being albums which you haven't shown on the vinyl community yet. So yeah, we'll just get cracking. So the first 4 are from record shops in Edinburgh. The first one, I've been on a real New Order kick lately. I've managed to find a nice copy of their album Brotherhood here. I'm not sure what way this goes up, but yeah, Brotherhood, which was their 3rd album from 1986, I believe this one came out. This was the one just after Low Life, which I have reviewed on my channel, and this is a very good album, I have to say. The fully song which everyone will know what he is, Bizarre Love Triangle, that's the inner sleeve. So I don't think it's the original one, because I'm sure that they came in a kind of metallic sort of sleeve. This one's just a plain one, and it's on this label, but it is definitely a British copy on Factory Records. So yeah, quite a nice copy of Brotherhood there by New Order. And then in the same shop I found this Cure album, which is Faith here. I've kind of been slowly getting the Cure's albums, actually having quite a lot of luck getting original copies which this one is on Fiction Records, because they're not the easiest albums to come by, and certainly not the cheapest either. But you know, there's just something about these original pressings which makes them a lot better than an ordinary reissue of it. So this is it's got the original sleeve of it, and then it's the label looks like this. And this was the Cure's 3rd album. It was sort of in their sort of gloomy sort of goth phase kind of thing. It was the one thing I can really love about the Cure, is the fact that they can go from doing very sort of serious kind of album focused music such as this, and a year after this put out some great pop singles like Let's Go to Bed and Love Cats. They're a very sort of versatile band, which I really like. So yeah, that's Faith by the Cure from 1981 here. And then also in that shop I just so happened to come across this album, which is a reissue, and it's Talk Talk's Spirit of Eden. So yeah, very sad recently the singer from Talk Talk, Mark Hollis, sadly passed away I think last month. So yeah, I was sort of familiar with Talk Talk's songs and that. I had their greatest hits album, and I'd listened to this and Colour of Spring. I was certainly aware of their significance, whether as is the case with a lot of artists, when they do pass away, it's sort of it makes you sort of listen to their music a lot more, happened with David Bowie many years back. And certainly it's happened for me with Talk Talk. I just came across this it's a reissue though, and I just thought I've got to get that album here. It's seen as an absolute classic album from the 80s. I mean, it's not sort of it's very far removed from sort of Talk Talk's early sort of pop singles. It's a very sort of serious progressive sort of album in many ways, but it's certainly got a lot of space in it. It's just such a sort of wonderful atmosphere to this album, and this is quite a nice reissue of it. So it comes with the inner sleeve here, which has all the lyrics on it. It's the back of it there, and then we've also comes with a CD of the album, which is quite nice. So yeah, like originals of this are a little bit tricky to find. I did actually find one though, like back in December. However, like I sent it off like to like my good friend like Vinyl Collector James, because he's a much bigger Talk fan like than I am. So like he definitely like deserved like the original one. But like I'm just glad that I found this one, Spirit of Eden, like very much like in honour like of like the late Mark Hollis. And then in another shop in Edinburgh, I just went sort of browsing like in there, like not really like expecting to find like anything, and like I came across this album, which is one of these records which is sort of like it's always like batted about as being like one of like the greatest like of all time, a hugely like influential album, like one of like these sort of must-own albums, which I didn't have a copy of. So I saw it like pretty cheap, thought that I would get it. It's the Velvet Underground and Nico's album here from 1967. So this is an 80s repressing of it. Like it doesn't have like the Peel Away Banana like on it, but even this like is a little bit like harder to find that when I checked it up like on Discogs, but like only cost me I think £7 for this. So yeah, I thought why not give it a try, and I must say it is a very good album. That's all like a little bit far out like in places, but you know, hugely like influential for like for like a lot of artists like what sort of like came after this. Like Bowie like was big into like the Velvet Underground, and then even like stuff again like the 80s. Like I've been getting like into like a group called the House of Love like a lot lately, and like they've got a sort of Velvet Underground like kind of style like to them as well. So you're definitely like one of these like essential like sort of like albums, and like I can certainly like see why. So that's the Velvet Underground and Nico. And the last one for this video was a pre-order which came out, and this is from like mine and probably Rob's favourite artist like as well. It's the one and only Paul Weller, his brand new live album called Other Aspects, live at the Royal Festival Hall. So this was a concert which he done in about September last year to sort of promote like his like new album Tree Meetings, and this is just a glorious concert. He's like accompanied like by like an orchestra, and like he does a great set list, like most of like his new record, but then also like he sort of like he dips into like his solo back catalogue, as well as like there's a couple of jam tracks like Boy About Town and Private Hell, like where he sort of completely like reinvented them, and like it really works. And this is a beautiful vinyl package like as well. It's a sort of like sort of gatefold kind of thing, so it has that there, just the bit of the glare's captured it there, and then just these really nice pictures of him like in rehearsals. All the records and that like look the same, they're just on his it's just on the usual Parlophone label, so I won't bother getting that out. But then the nice thing with this is it actually comes with a DVD of the full concert. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Like just came out like the other week there. So yeah, like really like excited like sort of like to get to know like this album, Paul Weller live at the Royal Festival Hall. Okay, so that's my entry into Rob's contest. So yeah, just once again, like a big like well done like to Rob like for reaching like 100 subscribers. Like I'm sure like you'll be at like 200 like in like no time, because usually like these contests like they are like a great boost like to like your channel. Like so yeah, like definitely like well deserved like milestone there, and I hope like you've enjoyed like the 5 records which I have shown today. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for the next video. Goodbye.